Hello and welcome to Graded Discussion Checkpoints. We have finally enabled multiple checkpoints or multiple due dates within Canvas discussions. Let's dive on in. The first step is to come to one of your discussions or even make a new discussion and click Edit. You can type in your instructions within the text box here. I already have instructions made, so I'm going to scroll down the page to get to our discussion options. So from here, we have many checkboxes that we can choose in order to get the checkpoints or multiple due dates. First, we need to click the box that says Graded. Once we click Graded, there'll be another option that pops out for Assign Graded Checkpoints, and we will click that, which will give us the options to put in the different due dates below. You can choose your point settings as usual during your discussion, peer reviews, etc. So within here, we can add our points possible for your reply. So this is the initial post, however many points you want that to be worth. You can make it worth 1.5 points, whatever you like. And then additional replies required. We're going to ask them to do 2 replies to their peers and then put in how many points possible for those replies. So if I put in here 5 points for 2 peer replies and they only do their initial post and 1 reply, it will take the 1 point from the original post plus 5 divided by 2 for their half, and so it ended up being 3.5 points. So to keep that in mind while you're assigning points to the additional replies. Here, I'll make it worth 2 points. That way it can split evenly. I could even make this worth 1 point, and then they would get half a point for each of the required replies. Once we come down here to the due dates is where it really makes a difference. So you have the reply to topic due date, which is the original post due date. So perhaps this would be due on a, on a Thursday, let's say the 28th. Make sure that they're getting started. And then when is the final due date for it? When do you want all of their replies to be in? We'll say that this is going to be Sunday the 31st. You can still put in dates for when the discussion is available from and until when it is available, or you can leave these blank. So now within a student's to-do list, they will see that their reply to topic is due on the 28th, and then they'll see the general due date being August 31st. So here I'm going to save and publish, and then we'll enter student view to give you an idea of what this will look like. So to enter student view, we'll click on this button in the top right corner with little glasses that says View as Student. From here, we'll see what the assignment would look like for students. For the instructor, you'll also see this magenta pink banner at the bottom letting you know that you are in student view. So we have our discussion, and at the top we have this View Due Dates. And then this will show the reply to topic due date, how many replies are required, and when the due date for those replies are due. So it's important with these multiple due dates that you do also have the day of the week due for the initial post and when their replies to peers are as well, to make it easy and clear for students to find. Now I went in and acted as the test student and made some replies. So we're going to see what this is going to look like in SpeedGrader. So there are different ways that you can get to here. If you're within your discussion, you can click those 3 dots in the corner, also known as the kebab menu, and go to Open in SpeedGrader, or you can find it on your homepage, kind of in your instructor to-do list for grading. So we'll just put something in here quick as the test student to show you what this will look like now. So we can see the status is none. It was on time. Grade out of 1. They didn't respond very well, but we'll pretend they did. Under required replies, it says grade out of 1, so it's worth 1 point total. They only have 1 reply, so I'm going to put half a point. And now it auto-populates the current total that they earned 1.5 points out of 2 points total for this discussion. So we have a little note here about the rubric. So if I were to use the rubric and grade them, which has a different point value here within my sandbox, but you could also leave them assignment comments, right, to let them know why they only got 1.5 points, let them know that they're missing their other reply, and maybe give them some good feedback on how to improve for next time. So that is graded discussion checkpoints, and I hope you all have a wonderful semester.